the reach as high as he can. Oh man, okay, that's definitely a legit reach. 11-7. Oh, and we get to see a little bit of ball compression. Look how flat that thing is. He's hitting the crap out of that ball. What's up guys, this is Coach Donny from Elevate Yourself, and I love to inspire you with educational and entertaining volleyball content. In this video, I'll be comparing two of the highest jumpers and hardest hitters that I've ever played with, Felicis Vaisawai, also known as the Cheat Code, and Jalen Phillips, who is an NCAA All-American who dominated the USAV Adult National Championship Tournament in 2024. Felicis, who also goes by V, is a 6'8" middle blocker who played at Vanguard University. Jalen is a 6'5" opposite hitter who currently plays at Cal State University Northridge. They both have huge verticals and big arms, and I'm really excited to use Ball Time AI to compare their spike reach and ball velocity. First, let's take a look at some of V's spikes from the VLA Western Cup. I already uploaded the games from the VLA Western Cup for V, so let's take a look at the one versus Dallas Dogs. Now I'm going to filter all the spikes from Felicis. So he's number 99. Then I select on attack, and let's only look at the kills. So let's apply this filter, and already it automatically calculates how high this spike is. 10 foot 8 inches or 3.25 meters. So this one I was talking about where it's a higher spike. This one's more powerful because it's lower because he's directly on top of that. That one's pretty nasty. Where the heck did he hit this? Let's watch this one in slow motion. The cool thing about Ball Time is you can control the speed of each play. I'm going to do 0.25 quarter speed. So he's up early. See how he's already on top of the ball. So this set was a little bit low for him, but I mean his whole chest is above the net. So he has a huge window, but he's able to hit inside the 3-meter line. Let's see where it lands. Ooh, so no one's digging this at all. 47 miles per hour, 75 kilometers per hour. Oh, that one is straight down. Let's slow it down here. Right on top of that. Great freeze frame. So this is what it looks like for a 10'6" spike. And we get to see a little bit of ball compression. Look how flat that thing is. He's hitting the crap out of that ball. We gotta watch that again. That was just a beautiful play here. Boom. Bouncing back on our side. Oh, 10'4". And this is the beauty of being up early. Passing that short free ball directly on top of it. I'm just so flabbergasted that being 6'8" with your chest above the net, and he's got a fast arm. Gotta watch that again, full speed. Boom. Here's a second game versus Ascension. Oh man, bouncing it down all the way to the back wall here. 55 miles per hour, touching 10'1" on that one. I love how aggressive he is with the passing on his hands. That's a pretty high reach. Straight elbow. Boom, on the 3-meter line. And another bounce ball to the angle. And he does a good job compensating for this one. 9'8". It's a little bit low for him. But because he's up early, he has time to adapt to the ball. So it's a deeper swing, still got some good pace. 9'8", has to hit that with a bent elbow. A great adjustment there. I just wanted to see V jump a little bit more. I remember a couple crazy plays where he saves the ball when he doesn't get a kill, but he does some stuff with his left hand or maybe barely reaches and keeps the ball in play, or there's a little misconnection. Yeah, that's the one. How high was that reach? 10'8" with his left hand. So the setter pushes it a little bit too far to his left. It's like all his belly button is almost at the top. That is crazy. This one's funny. It's a low swing, low set. This is where he hits at a normal height, but he's up so early that he beats the block. If you're a volleyball player, coach, or parent, then I highly recommend using Ball Time AI, which is an incredibly powerful volleyball app that automatically creates statistics, scouting reports, automatic scorekeeping, player identification, rally breakdown, ball trajectories, vertical jump height, and more. You can also easily create highlight videos in seconds that you can share with your teammates on YouTube and vertical reels to build your social media following. Sign up today with the link below and receive a 14-day free trial and start elevating your volleyball analysis today. There's no credit card required, so you have nothing to lose. Now let's take a look at some of Jalen's spikes from the USAV 2024 tournament. We're going to look at the match versus Dude Wipes. You guys got to watch this full game. That first set went to 37-39, definitely the longest set I've ever played in. So he's number 98, we're gonna filter him out. Same thing, select attack and kills only. And the reason why the AI is able to preload the information because it's already done all the work behind the scenes. And you just get to enjoy the information. So 9'10", definitely not his max reach here. Let's see, okay, so the set's low, so that's pretty accurate. 10'3", okay, a little bit higher and deeper. 11'3" from the outside. Okay, let's look at that one. That one's pretty high. See how the nature of a high ball hitter, which is outside or opposite, they're going to be contacting more behind the ball. Even though he's hitting over them still, pretty sharp. That's crazy. He's still hitting close to the 3-meter line. Here's that behind the ball swing that we talked about earlier. And also the timing is a little bit more difficult with a high ball hitter. So he does have to contact a little bit lower. Maybe the set was lower than he thought, or maybe he's a little bit late. But he's still clearly over the block, contacting at 10'8". And that's what causes that deep swing too behind the ball. 11 feet. That's a clean hit. Another 11-foot ball. I think he hits that guy in the shoulder. We gotta watch that again. So 11 feet contact point. Boom. Okay, fully extended, chest above the net, and poor defender. He's in the right position, but when someone hits over the block, you don't really know where to play because there is no funnel of the block. It is just coming high and hard. Boom, in the face, in the chest. Ooh, that was a big attack. Interesting. This one looked more straight down, but because it's 10'2", he's actually able to get more on top of it, similar to a middle set. So the ball drops down a little bit. He's able to hit downward. That's why it looks a little bit more powerful. Now let's look at some of the spikes from the finals. 10'7". This guy's been playing almost every match. His legs are still super fresh. 11'7" tip. Let's see what an 11'7" tip looks like. Yeah. What's pretty crazy about this is the highest I've seen on ball time here. So Donovan does a good job setting. This is above the antenna. So Jalen does have to reach as high as he can. Oh man, okay, that's definitely a legit reach. 11'7", he's above the antenna. It is just outside of his reach, so he just tips over the block. And it's down. What can you do about that? 11'7" tip. Clean 11-foot contact there. And 30 miles per hour, some really good pace. This one's just clean over the block here. He didn't even hit in the seam. That's what's crazy about that. So here's the funny part about Jalen's spike. There's a seam in the block. He could have turned it and hit it straight down, but he chooses to go over the post blocker, who's the outside. Just chooses to go right over him, and there's no defender there. He seems to contact a little bit higher actually on the outside. 11'3". Some of his highest contacts come from this side. Here's another clean OT swing over the double block. That's from the D-ball there. 10'7" from the D-ball. Now, to be fair, the nature of the middle set is generally going to be lower due to the timing of the middle, where they should be up very early, and the setter is setting into the hand of the hitter. So that is why V's spike reach in-game is generally lower. However, he is also able to hit a little bit harder and more downward because the set is lower, and he's already on top of the ball due to the early timing of the middle. Jalen is able to reach a little bit higher on average because the right side sets are generally higher, so he's contacting more behind the ball versus completely on top. It's safe to say that both players actually jump over 40 inches and hit the snot out of the ball. Based on your eye test, who do you think jumps higher and who do you think hits harder? Let me know in the comments below.